divine beings, and welcome to Lillionaire today.
I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it, yeah, I want it, I got it.
Today we talk about the importance of critical illness insurance. We are all on some form of social media platform, whether it is Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, or one of my new favorites, LinkedIn. Do you think that sometime we may ever get a message or notification giving us the following scenario? Hey Jason, I would usually say I hope all is well with you, but not this time. You need to act immediately now. Put things in place for yourself, your family, and make sure your finances are in place as well. The reason why I'm saying this is because from next week, Wednesday, your life is not going to be the same anymore. You're not going to be able to work anymore, and you probably would not be able to take care of your family as you usually would. I can't say how long this is going to be, but it's going to be there for a very long time, maybe a year or even more, or probably for the rest of your life. I'm not sure. Jason, what you're about to experience next week, Wednesday, is going to cancel all the plans you had for 2020. Even though some of it may already have been canceled due to COVID, but that beach barbecue party you planned with your family after lockdown, that's no more. The savings that you have for your house right now, that's no more. And the apartment building that you're currently in the process of constructing, that is definitely no more. Jason, what you're about to experience next week, Wednesday, is a massive heart attack. Jason, I don't know what to tell you. Because right now, there is a chance of you surviving. However, the first procedure that you're going to have to go under would be $650,000. The hospital bills as it stands right now is about $150,000. That does not include how long you're going to be there for. That's just the period in time that you have the surgery. After that, you're going to have to undergo a second procedure, and that is going to take you to about $400,000. Jason, right now, you are renting. The cost of your monthly living expenses, just basic needs alone, Jason, comes up to $20,000. You only have $250,000 in savings. Your wife, right now, she only has $75,000 in her savings, and she's already taking care of her ill mother who has cancer at this moment. And the apartment building that you're currently doing, if you're lucky enough to get $100,000 from it, the state that it's in right now, I don't think anybody's going to want to purchase that because there's not much they can do with it. To make matters worse, Jason, you and your wife recently bought 2 brand new vehicles, and the monthly installment together for both vehicles comes up to $8,000. So Jason, where are you going to get $1.2 million from? Some persons may say you can go to the bank, but do you think the bank will give you a loan for $1.2 million knowing that there's a high chance of you passing away? I don't think so, Jason. You can always do a barbecue or a curry, but how many tickets are you going to have to sell to get to $1.2 million? And what is your time frame? There's boat rides and there's parties, but we're still in lockdown and we're still in social distancing. That's impossible. So Jason, what is the next step? Where do we go from here? Looking at that scenario, what would you do if you got that notification? As a matter of fact, there's no message or notification or tweet or DM that's going to give us a warning about when it is we are going to be suffering from a critical illness. The truth is, we don't know when we're going to suffer from a critical illness. We could be on our way to work. We could have just finished exercising. We could be on our way to the beach, and then it happens. We don't know. But what we should know is that if it is that we do suffer from a critical illness, God forbid, at least we're financially prepared to deal with the medical expenses. Did you know that heart disease is the leading cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago today, followed by cancer? More men suffer from heart-related diseases than women do, and more women have made claims for cancer over the past few years than men have. So I have a question for you. If you were to be diagnosed with a critical illness, would you want to know that you have the finances readily available to secure all of your finances, all medical expense, continue living your life as normal as possible, and at least continue to support your family on a financial basis still? Of course, your answer is yes, right? For those of you who may not know, here's how a critical illness policy works. When you are diagnosed with a critical illness, you contact your insurance agent and you make a claim. When the claim is made, you then receive a check in your name, and you can use that money to see about all your medical expenses and all your monthly expenses and any sort of expense that you would have already had. So the next question is, how do you get critical illness insurance? Step 1. You contact your insurance agent and let them know of your interest in purchasing a critical insurance policy. Step 2. When you meet with your agent should do a thorough needs analysis that is tailored to suit your needs. Next, you do the necessary paperwork. Step 3. Your insurance is purchased. Please note, you must qualify for critical illness insurance, which means that your information has to go through underwriting guidelines. Then, you would be granted your approval. Something else you should note is that critical illness and health insurance are two different plans altogether, but they work hand in hand. So health insurance is where you go to the doctor, your dentist, your optometrist, and you basically support yourself financially on that, whereas the company would support the other part of it. So some companies would say you can take 20% of the bill, and the company would support the other 80%. So it's easy for some of us to pay 20% of $50,000 if necessary, but how easy is it for us to pay a bill of $500,000? Not many of us can just say, okay, here's $500,000, let me do my surgery now. That is where critical illness comes into play. So while you do your checkups or your minor surgery if necessary, the critical illness can support the big bill that can definitely change your entire life. Consider critical illness as an investment in yourself. Just as how you have health insurance or car insurance or even home insurance, critical illness is insurance for yourself and for your health, to ensure that no matter what happens to you during your working lifetime or even after you have retired, if you should get ill, at least you can say, okay, I'm okay because I can support it financially and I don't have to worry about getting money from who knows where. So contact your insurance agent. If you do have a critical illness insurance plan in place already, ensure it's up to date. If you don't have one, contact your agent definitely and ask them to take you through the whole process.